Good morning, Year 2, and welcome to our last online English lesson. It is Friday, the 5th of March 2021. Today we will do a correct the sentence and then we are going to edit our fact files all together during this video. So all you need is your moth fact file and a pencil, maybe a coloured one if you have one. Here is your final correct the sentence of online learning, magnetised to the first word. I cannot wait to come back to school on Monday. I cannot wait to come back to school on Monday. There are two mistakes in this sentence. Pause now and write it into your book. Let's see how you got on. The first mistake I made was a spelling mistake with the word wait. I had Fred talked wait, but it should have been a snail in the rain, not a may I play. Well done if you spotted that. My second mistake is that I did not use a capital letter on the word Monday. Monday is the name of the day of the week, so we must put a capital letter. Tick or fix that. Well done if you got them right. So today we're going to edit our fact files using the stamp that was at the top of my leaflet example. Let's just recap what each of these means. The first picture means that I have remembered finger spaces. The second picture, capital letters, at the start of sentences and on names, places and titles. The third stamp is for punctuation, so checking that you've remembered to include full stops at the end of every sentence or exclamation marks and question marks. The fourth stamp is to check our spellings. And the final step is to check our conjunctions, our joining words. So I would like you to put your fact file in front of you and we're going to check that we have remembered finger spaces. So have a little look at your fact file and decide if you think you have used finger spaces and you've made them the right size and use them after every word. If you are happy that you have, you can put a big tick through that stamp. So for example, on my first sentence, I can see between the word moth and have, I have a nice finger space and I've continued it through the whole sentence. I've not just done it once. So I'm going to give that a big tick. Pause if you want some time to check your finger spaces. Excellent, so the next thing on my list is capital letters. We need to check that we have used capital letters on all of our titles, so on your subheadings, at the start of every sentence, and on any place names. So this is where your coloured pencil will come in handy if you have one. I want you to go through and check that every single sentence starts with a capital letter, and so do your subheadings and any place names. So I can see on mine, capital, capital, capital. I'm happy with those. I can see that I've got capital letters at the start of every sentence. And I can see on the one place name I used, I have remembered capital letters as well. You also need to check your capital letters are the correct size, so they should be bigger than your other letters. Pause now and go through and check your capital letters. The next thing on our list is we were trying to include full stops, but also exclamation marks and question marks. So the first thing that I need to do is check that I have used full stops at the end of all my sentences. So I can definitely say I have my first sentence. See, I've got one here, and I've got one on my last sentence too. So I'm happy with my full stops. Did I remember to try and include any exclamation marks? Well, I used one in my title. I used one in my second exciting sentence because I was excited that moths could smell for miles. And I used one when I was talking about them hiding from hungry predators. So I'm happy that I can tick exclamation marks. Question marks, I used one question marks on my did you know. So I can tick it, but in the future I'm going to try and use more question marks. Pause now and see if you have included full stops, exclamation marks and question marks. If you haven't, go through with your coloured pencil and fix that. Okay, the next one is spellings. For spellings, you just need to go through and check that you have Fred talked any tricky words. If there is a red word, you need to have a look at the red word and see if you think you have got it correct. You could use a dictionary to check this, or you could use your red word spellings that we've been doing. So pause now and just have a read through, check that you are happy with your spellings. The final thing we're going to look for is conjunctions. We've learned a lot about conjunctions in the last couple of months, so here is a list of some of the conjunctions we have learnt: and, but, because, so, when, if, and that. Now in my poster I could only find 2 conjunctions. I used so. I said they have 2 tiny antennae so they can smell for miles. And I used when. When moths lay eggs, they pass on the colour of their wings. I want you to go through your fact file and see if you can find any of these conjunctions that you've used. If you haven't used a conjunction, I would like you to try and write a new sentence using a conjunction. I really wish I had used more than 2, so I'm not too happy with my conjunctions. I think I should have tried to use the word because to explain things. Maybe I should have explained why moths like to eat clothes, or why they need to hide from predators. But I'm pleased that I did use so and when. So pause now and just check that you have managed to use a couple of conjunctions. If you have, you can give conjunctions a big tick. Well done, everybody. Hopefully your fact file is now looking really neat and you have corrected anything that you needed to correct. What I would please like you to do is send a nice clear picture of your fact file so that we can print them out at school and put them on the wall ready for you to come back. I am so excited to see you all on Monday and I am so proud of the hard work you have been doing. If there is an adult or a sibling in the room that has been helping you with your home learning, I think you should give them a little thank you too. Well done, everybody. See you Monday.